All right, stream, what's going on? It's going to be a little quick right here. A little bit of a quick intro. But I'm Thefts from the Big Wasps. With me, I got Rays from the Big Wasps as well. Rays, let them know. We're here today watching a good match here, hopefully between Savages and Team Hydra. Team Hydra coming off of a big win against that surgical roster. And as I pull up the standings really quickly, I don't believe this Savages team has played yet. Or no, excuse me, Savages played the Elite, where they actually came out and surprised a few people with how close they were playing, as the Elite are by far and wide considered the best team in the league by far, so, you know. Yeah, I gotta agree there. And I really think we might have another good match in store for us here, as we're still trying to get this lobby started. A bunch of dev errors happening. Y'all know how this game works. So we'll go into the rosters for these teams tonight. For the side of Savages, we're going to have Martian at Master. The two elite players are Liddy and Yonda. And then their spec player will be Primo, the GM, for the side of Savages. And then for the side of Hydra, we're going to have Y as the Master. We're going to have Replays and Virtue as the elites, and Dexter as the lone spec. So Rays, do any of those teams, you think any of those names are popping off to you? I think we obviously got to watch Y. Last match he played, he went 47-15. I do believe you mean Martian, but yes, I do think it will be a good master clash here. Hope maybe somebody can bring down Y after his hot start in the Major 3 here. So as we are still waiting on this map just to get loaded up, I'm going to throw us to a be right back, but don't go anywhere as we wait to get this match started between these two teams here. We're going to have a nice little map set here. Don't go anywhere. This is Rays and Thefts on the CPL. We'll be right back. All right, folks, finally loading in here. Sorry for the invasion on the screen. Actually, we're not loading into an invasion, but instead loading into a Rio hardpoint here. We got the side of Hydra here versus Savages once again. Hydra sitting at 1-0 currently. Savages 0-1. Let's see how these teams can make their way through the end of this week 1 now. I think we got to start off with the main man, Y. Sorry about that. I had a technical difficulty for a second. But it does look like Hydra were able to get the opening of this hill. But Savages and Primo works his way on, finding a big 2 kills before he gets found by Virtue. Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Raze. Looks like Savages are going to be able to get the opening of this time if they get on it, but staying white so far. And Primo pushes up, but can't find the kill there. Marsh trying to find Y in the back here, and Dexter's going to spawn up here as well. Let's see if they are able to find Marsh. And Y will read it perfectly and chow it with Dexter, and they get the trade there. And now Yonda feeling the pressure from front, but he's able to find 1 kill and get some good shots on the Dexter, so they find that kill. Now, Y left only with replays now, and he goes down, so does replays. So it looks like Savages will get the last 20 seconds, maybe, of this hill. I mean, they're just making this hill really mixy. Some good shots there from Primo, just not able to find the kill. But Marsh getting slammed there off of the head glitch by replays. Now watching him as he starts to look to work through the back. Trying to find a good timing here, and he will find the kill onto Marsh again. So replays making some insane plays for his team right now. Yeah, and I agree. I would have liked to see them maybe work either the boxes side or the bridge side of the map right there together. Just try to make a play instead of letting the team be able to pinch you like that. But instead, they're gonna get found out by Team Hydra and have to work for the new hill, in which it looks like they are gonna find it. Dexter gets a kill, but not being able to find Primo there. So now, down about 40 points. Savages are still in this game, but Hydra are off to a pretty good start. Oh, and Primo able to find a big kill there. You know, I do believe the stream might still be messing up with your audio a little bit. And the game has also come to an end. So, as we figure out what is going on for you, stream right there, and fix our own technical difficulties, we will send you guys to a be right back. Sorry for the confusion and delay. All right, stream. We are back. Restarting the map after I believe a player did crash out. It will be a full reset, so both teams starting back from 0 to 0. Team Hydra versus Savages. Let's get it going once again, Rays. And honestly, I'm not mad at having to watch more Rio.
No, never. It's always so fun to watch.
And it looks like it's going to be another Nixie P1. Primo and Liddy finding a kill. Both getting traded, but Marsh now with a kill of his own. One more player left for Hydra, and that's Virtue going down to Yonda. A big gunfight there, but neither player able to find the kill. And Primo able to find a big one on the rotation.
2 versus 8 versus 3. All right, Hydra get the rotating kill.
But now, Virtue is going to be left alone here, having to take on one player here in Marsh. And Marsh stuns him, slides out Childs, and finds the kill. So now Primo gets the info.
Fantastic stun
For Marsh, but replays finds a huge kill there onto Marsh. Now with a 1v1 on the point, he turns, but Yonda. What a win there from the elite from Savages.
That is absolutely massive out of Yonda. Gives the team time to get back.
I mean, this is an exact opposite of how we started last time. Until then, a huge 4 dead for the side of Savages. And they're going to get all a close spawn except for Yonda number 2, but it looks like Dexter is ready to read this. Yonda with some amazing shots, though, from the AR there.
Savages have one more good crack at this, and they need to be looking at rotates for P3. Y already off to a hot start, 5 and 2.
Yeah, and I want to watch number 8 here. He picks up one on the flank, finds another. And then Yonda does finally turn and find him. And Primo with a big kill onto Y right there. So Savages are actually going to basically make this game tied heading into P3.
If Primo was able to pick up that last 8, that would have been some really, really good scrap time for Savages. But they're here on rotate. Fully set up, it looks like.
Except they got to deal with these 2 players that managed to sneak through, and they will perfectly. An amazing route right there by Liddy to pick up those kills, and they will find the kill onto Dexter there, boxes. So now they'll stall out that push. Hydra got to regroup to get another one going, and Primo does find a couple shots there on the replays, but will go down. And Y flies in, finds a kill. Marsh finds one onto Virtue. Hydra looking to contest this point. They get on and get the control of the time and the spawns.
The push from Hydra is just too much for the Savages right there. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, but Primo's finding a couple big kills. Dexter with some good pre-fires is able to finally clean him up. Marsh with a trade of his own, but Hydra spawning close will finish off this last 10 seconds here. But only about a 10-point lead heading into this P4. I don't think people would have expected this from the side of Savages.
No, I think that they're definitely playing really good COD right now. This Hydra team is very good, and they're right there with them. All right, looks like Hydra has the back spawns for P4.
And they do for a moment.
It's about to be a bang out right here. Little 2v2 on point.
But Y finding the big first kill there, and that will stall out a push. So Hydra able to secure more time on this P4 now. Y sitting at 10 and 6 already, 11 and 6 on a 3 streak.
Shots.
Make it a 4 streak. He is starting off just as hot as he left off.
And he's already looking for Roto.
Along with Virtue here, but Yonda and Primo are able to get the last 15 seconds of this hill for the Savages. Just clawing and fighting to keep their way in this match. Liddy with another big kill on the rotation, so Savages are going to be primed to have at least the first few seconds here. But I'm loving this route from the side of Hydra. Primo is able to read it in time, though. He finds one, gets Y super weak, but Y still finds a 2-piece.
Wow. Primo's looking for him.
And he'll end up finding Primo as well. Y on a 7 streak now. I can't believe he got away with his life there.
And Savages had pretty much a full setup right here for this P5 too, and it was just Hydra just walked through. Well, Y walked through.
And Y on a 9 streak now, sitting at 17 and 6. Oh, make it 10, 18, and 6.
This is unbelievable.
He is starting to heat up, unfortunately, for the side of Savages. This is the one thing that you can't let happen if you are Savages.
The last time he spawned in on Rio, he was doing the exact same thing. I wonder how this map slipped through in the map set, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think teams might need to just not let Y get on Rio.
He might be the greatest Rio player of all time.
And now looking into this second P1 rotation, a bunch of trade kills going down, but Yonda with a big 2-piece will secure a couple seconds before going down to Y himself. Getting on the time now. Savages up by about 30.
Savages still have the P2 spawns here, but I'd like to see someone for the Savages try to stay backed up here on P2.
Yeah, you know, and it is going to be Primo making that read now for his team. He does get the info. And he knows two people are on him now. Let's see if he can just buy some time for his team. He does chow one, gets him weak, but won't find the kill. So Yonda now left alone. Wait, no, Marsh is there to help now. They will find 2 of the kills now. Just looking for 2 more on this rotation. They'll find replays. Now, Y left to try to get it by himself, and Primo will find the big kill onto him there.
Huge
so Savage is looking to tie the game up once again on this P2. And they are for sure going to be able to, and probably see a lead change here as Y takes out one of his teammates with the streak. But it also does find a kill, but Savages will take the lead for the first time since that first hardpoint. And let's see if they can make plays here to keep a hold of it, or if Hydra is going to break in and retake their victory.
Huge break out of Hydra.
And it's all on the back of Y.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he time and time again, Y is just coming into a hill and breaking it.
I mean, he's 24 and 10 right now. He's averaging 2 kills every single life.
Oh, that's a clean 4.
That's a success. That's a recipe for success right there, if I've ever seen one. As Primo just not able to wait for his team long enough, but Yonda will get the trade finally. Let's see if Yonda checks his corner here. Yonda and Virtue are right next to each other and don't realize it.
Oh my goodness.
And Virtue finally turns and looks and gets the kill. A bit of a Western standoff there, if I've ever seen one. Primo trying to find this trade onto Y, but Y, left with 1 HP exactly, will find the 2-piece there.
This is just incredible gameplay out of Y, time and time again. He's finding a 2-piece when they need it.
And even though Y is playing so amazing right now, you got to think, why is this game still so close?
Oh my gosh. Y takes down 3. The Hydra should get this last 15, and they're getting set up for new.
And I mean, if you're Hydra right now, you need your other teammates to pick it up a little bit in terms of your elites. Replays and Virtue both sitting a little negative right now. And the Spec Dexter has actually picked it up a lot. Obviously, Y holding his own, carrying his team through this. But if they really want to pull away, they all need to step it up just a little bit. And Y runs out of ammo, or else he would have found that second kill. But Yonda able to get the good trade. With a couple good reads here, Yonda is going to get the stun onto Replays there. But Replays playing his life boxes. Knows he needs to stay alive for his team, and he's doing a great job of that.
Replays is in a great spot here. Wow, huge kill out of Marsh.
And Replays starts to go for that flank and does get found out, so he will not get the streak. And Yonda will find a big kill in the middle map there. So I mean, once again, Savages are going to be able to scrap and claw their way to find time to keep this game close. They are doing what they need to do. Now it's just about having 1 or 2 good holds on a hill for either team, and they'll be able to pull away.
Yeah, this whole map has just been a story of just hill break after hill break for both teams.
And wow, Marsh there was able to kill Y in his streak, and Y was not even able to find a kill with it. But Replays with 2 huge kills. Marsh has to follow up with a 2-piece of his own. And it looks like Savages might get some time here, but Replays is just going huge.
Yeah, he's making some insane plays right now.
Right as I said, their elites needed to start turning up. Replays decides to go on 2-4 streaks back-to-back before finally being taken out again, but Savages are still able to find their way onto the hill and why with an insane two-piece.
My goodness.
As Hydra get the last 15 seconds, so they will have about a 30-point lead heading into this third set of hills. Going back to P1 now. Yonda with a big kill on the replays. Hydra will have the rotation.
Now we have Hydra with P2 spawn, so they have good side and they're fully set up on P1 here. If the Savages want a chance to win this map, they're going to have a huge break right here. That's a start.
And there's a bunch of trades happening on the hill right now, but Yonda going absolutely huge for this team right now. He's quietly having the best performance for his team right now. Just hit 30 kills on that AR, and he's gunned down Y right there. He's on a 4 streak of his own.
Yonda
absolutely
right
turning up for his team. Trying to keep us into that match. Virtue taking a bunch of shots right there, but does go down. Y finding the trade finally. Almost taking out his own teammate, but he will realize it soon enough.
Yonda did enough to get his team set up on P2.
Marsh had the read right there, but wasn't able to find the kill. So now, a little bit of a stalemate on this P2 as Primo dives into time and gets found. Liddy gonna try to get his trade, but will get taken out. Yonda gets taken out as well, and Y finds a big 2-piece, so that's 4 dead for the side of Team Hydra. Or for Savages, sorry.
You're Savages. You're just hoping to shut down Y right now.
Yeah, and I mean, right there, Y took a little bit of an overzealous foul, but Yonda's gonna take out his own teammate. Somehow replayed with an insane kill on the point. And Hydra could still win it here.
Big damage out of that nade.
Primo gonna get onto point and find a kill before he goes down to a nade. Now Marsh finding a kill of his own. The time running down though here for the side of Savages.
We are guaranteed
Primo
a P3
loses
here.
a big fight there, but Yonda trying to get a trade. Dexter, no. Amazing shots, finds the kill. Liddy looking for a 2-piece of his own, but it will only find 1. So now Marsh having to go huge, and he won't be able to find the kills.
And Hydra spawning in the back here.
You gotta think Hydra are
good
probably going to win it here. Savage is not clearing the arcade machine, as Y is just feasting 44, almost 45 kills. Savages, a last-ditch effort to get in. Primo finds 1 kill, almost finds a second onto Virtue, but he will go down. Now Yonda does get his trade, but won't be able to find the next. And Team Hydra get in the point, and they will end it right there. Team Hydra taking the first map here.
Massive effort out of Yonda there. Just not enough to stop the constant breaks and pushes out of Hydra. And being led, obviously, by Y, just putting on another show on Rio. Every time he gets on this map, it's just incredible to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there, Rays. It was a very close game for most of it. But then you just saw the side of Hydra really start to turn up. Replays going absolutely huge for his team.
As good as Y did, replays really turning up, and that really set them apart from Savages that map. Super entertaining match. Good effort out of the Savages.
I agree there, Rays. I agree there. And here is your after-action report. I mean, Y almost finding his 47 mark again. Just an insane map from him, but you have to talk about replays on that map with the sub. He was making amazing plays for his team, especially when he was by himself. He was buying so much time for his teammates to just get back into the play whenever they needed it. And I think that is a huge reason as to why they were able to finally break away and take the map win.
Yeah, I felt like it was only a matter of time. I mean, we've seen replays. He is a very solid player. It was only a matter of time before he started finding his pieces too.
Yeah, I mean, if you know replays, you know that he's going to find his, even if he starts slow. That's just kind of how that play style with the sub is. Sometimes you just won't be finding the same kills that you sometimes otherwise would. And I mean, also from the side of Team Hydra, Dexter, 31 and 24 from your specialist player is definitely something you would be excited to see on the side of Hydra. But even though Savages did lose the map and they ran out of steam, they should not be down right now. I mean, Yonda had an amazing map and was doing just about everything for his team. I think if Marsh would have just had a little bit of a better map and a couple more of those rotations go their way, we might be looking at a different scoreboard here.
I think really right now we're looking at the specialist from Savage's Primo. If he can turn his around and have a good search here, they could end up tying the series up.
I agree. You cannot count this Savages team out in S&D. If anyone remembers, the last match they played versus the Elite, they went down 5-0 in that map, in the map 2. And they brought it all the way back to force a round 11. Unfortunately, they were not able to finish out that comeback, but just showing that resilience to even force a round 11 once you're down 5-0 shows that you know how to win in S&D and that you can do it. So I'm really looking for them to put it together here now and build some momentum and tie this series up. But with all that being said, Rays, I'm going to send us to a BRB as we get these matches loaded up and ready. Don't go anywhere, folks. Still, an amazing map 1 in my opinion, and I feel like we're in store for a just as good map 2 Rio S&D. You won't want to miss it here on the CPL stream. All right, stream. We're about ready to load into Rio S&D here between these two teams. Savages versus Team Hydra here. I feel like we had a pretty good map 1 there. It was very close up until Hydra finally decided to really just take over, winning 250 to 173. I'm definitely excited to see what these two teams bring for us, though, on this Search and Destroy on the same map. How are you feeling, Rays?
I think it's gonna be a pretty close map, to be honest with you. I think I want to see the the Savages slow down just a little bit, play their picks, and see where it goes from there. A big map out of Liddy here. Seen Liddy play some S&D, and he's a pretty good S&D player.
I agree. I'm looking for a lot between the duo of Liddy and Yonda. I know that they are really close with each other outside of the game and everything, so definitely looking for them two to put it together here in this S&D. But off the rip, we're going to go on board here with Mr. Y, the superstar for this Hydra squad. I mean, really, who else would we go on board with off the rip? It looks like an early A hit, though, from this Hydra team, which I'd love to see. They're going to get this bomb down.
Completely giving the side up.
It looks like it's going to be a 4v4 retake. Something you don't get to see too often in Call of Duty. Replays gets away with his life, but they might have seen him. Primo flies out, but Marsh finds the trade. Y finding one onto Yonda as well, though. So now Marsh stuck on boxes. Liddy going for the flank does get found. So Marsh with 20 seconds left in a 1v3. Sees Dexter in front of him. Dexter's going to get help now, but he doesn't even need it. Some amazing shots there from the specialist from the side of Hydra.
And Savages, they just gave up the entire A side. That's a really hard side to retake too.
I agree. I think if you have to show a little bit of presence and at least throw some nades over to at least stop that push and give your team some time to help you if you're the lone guy there. But Savages were just playing too far back, not even having presence in the first place.
Especially round one, no trophies, you know, nades and tags are pretty much guarantees.
Exactly, but now it looks like Savages are just going to copy their strat. Virtue, though, will find a big kill, but absolutely gets joked, in my opinion, as Primo finds a big trade there onto Virtue. And this bomb will get planted. The bomb will get planted on A. As it looks like there's going to be a pinch here from the side of Hydra. Dexter looking to pinch while Replays and Y push from Garage. Dexter gets found out, but Replays with a big win on the Primo. Y with a big win of his own. So it's all left to Marsh in a 1v2. He finds Y, but Replays slides out and finds the trade. Some great plays there from
fantastic teamwork.
The team of Hydra. I mean, yeah, that's just how you have to play the 2v1. You know, if you don't know exactly where he's at, you just have to really shoulder and double chow these angles, especially on this Rio map. And Marsh would have been able to get that, or did get that kill onto Y, but stood no chance as Y or Replays was already shooting him. Just textbook Call of Duty right there from Hydra.
Another round of not using any tacks or nades out of the Savages. Yeah,
that's one of my biggest pet peeves, is seeing people die in S&D with their nades still. I mean, it gives you so much information on the map, even if you're not able to find kills with them.
Wow, how is Virtue still alive?
And, I mean, the side of Savages really reading this A push perfectly this time as they find two huge kills. Primo, a bit of an overchild there, despite some good shots, will go down. So now a 3v2 for Virtue and Replays. But Replays will go down to Yonda, so now Virtue left in a 1-on-3 in an unfavorable spot with the bomb down. He will get tagged up, and Marsh will push up, sniffing the blood. He's going to get the kill, and Savages with a round here now to make it 2-1.
Really good round out of the Savages there. They played it nice and slow, played their picks. That was nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that all whoever made the play call to stack the A site definitely made Savages win that round.
Yeah, it did turn. It turned into a little bit of a bang out, which is always fun to see in S&D. Looks like
for the
Savages might be setting up for a B.
I do like this play of working the bridge, and Primo, with an absolute banger of a grenade, finds the first one into Virtue, and Marsh with another kill of his own, sitting at 5-2 already on the map. So now an instant 4v2 for the side of Hydra, but Y is alive, so you can't count them out. And he has worked his way to this B side of the map, but Replays goes down as he gets hunted out. So now why? Barring a miracle, it looks like Savage is going to tie this game up, but Primo gets absolutely turned on. Why? Getting pinched now, gets a couple shots onto Yonda, but just not able to shoot at 4 people all at once.
Yeah.
Another great round there from the side of Savages. Yonda at 5-2 himself. Now, after that kill, staying hot.
It's another really good round out of the Savages. Nades were beautiful. And the shots were there.
It all starts with that opening nade from Primo and whoever else threw a nade to get the guy weak. Absolutely amazing stuff there from the side of Savages. You can tell that they have worked on their teamwork and that they are not a team to just be joked and messed around with. At least in the S&D game mode. But Primo does get taken out on the B site with a bit of a solo chow, and Liddy gets the info though that they are working on to mid. Let's see if this bomb is going to go down. I believe Dexter's going to get it off here now. And no one from Savage is going to be in a place to make a move just yet.
Liddy's in a really good position here for a pick.
He is. Liddy keeps getting the information there. They're just not letting him get that kill. And he's not going to check the close corner, so we'll go down to Replays. And Dexter, there to help his teammate out, does find a kill. Yonda does find one, but gets traded out.
Hydra is, they're really good at playing their trades in S&D.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think just in all game modes alike, this Hydra team is going to be very trade heavy. They're always going to be near one another. Not a lot of solo chows happening from them. Definitely the way you want to play in S&D.
And the rounds that they're losing, they're getting caught on pinches and hitting routes. But when they're playing together and playing their trades, they're a force. Looking like a B hit here out of the Savages. It worked last time. Let's see if it works again. Virtue has no idea. He is all alone on this entire side of the map. And why with an opening pick on Yonda? It was a very slow start to the round, but he finds a pick.
And Replays finds one of his own, so now a 4v2 here for Savages. Primo finds a big kill and gets away with his life for now. And he runs into Virtue and gets taken out. So now Liddy with the bomb, alone in a 1v3, and why never letting go of his trigger there, knowing he has Liddy stuck.
Why really just played back armor the entire round.
And he was able to, because he knew Liddy never got away from those stairs.
Yeah, they had Liddy pinned for the majority of that round there. Sorry guys, our scoreboard is not correct.
Unfortunately, the game has not fixed that yet.
And they won't. Good shots out of Virtue there on Primo.
Replays. Finding us 2 huge kills before finally getting taken out.
Yonda on a...
But Primo and Yonda
really
both
nice
find kills.
Here.
But Yonda will get taken out and Primo will get found out as well.
All right, 5-2. The Savages win here. You know, 5-3 curse. You gotta think. Wow, that's just a really good read out of Dexter there.
There's not much you can do there from the side of Savages.
No. Dexter is playing very well. I mean, he is hitting, like his shots are very straight and he's making really good plays.
I do agree. Dexter is making some great plays for this team. And just like he was in that hard point. Definitely keeping his game going, but Replays will find a teammate there, taking out Dexter. But nonetheless, Team Hydra are set up on this A bomb site to defend, but Yonda finds a big kill onto Virtue, and I believe that's going to open it up for this team to get onto the site. Y unable to find the kill onto Primo there, but Replays will. And Liddy trying to get on the bomb will get found out as well, so now a 4v2 has turned into a 2v2. And that's really just Savages taking 2 solo tiles for no reason, but Marsh does hit a full flank and is able to find the kill onto Y, and Replays reads the kill onto Yonda, so now a 1v2, or a 1v1 between Marsh and Replays, and they both have information on each other. Replays has worked his way into this site, though. And Replays finds the kill!
Whoa!
An
wow,
insane
that is a huge play out of Replays.
4v2 for Hydra to take the map win. I mean, I can't say who thought this was coming, because if you look at the predictions in the CPL, a lot of people took this Hydra team, but I did not expect Savages to just go down like that in the Search and Destroy.
Huge map.
Replays was
6 out of him.
Everything on that map.
What you like to see. Right. S&D, not as close as our hard point.
Nope. And stream, here is your after action report. Unfortunately for the side of Savages, we have a new member of the agency. Liddy going 0-7.
That's my bad. I did say he was the player to look out for.
And I mean, Yonda was still holding his own, playing really well for the Savages team. It's just like they can't all piece it together at the same time, which is what they need to do to beat a team like Hydra, as they are shooting on all cylinders.
Oh yeah, when you're playing this Hydra team, you have to be on your game. This team shoots back and they shoot well. And I think everybody on the side of Hydra was positive in this S&D.
Yeah, every person positive for the side of Hydra, and only one positive for the side of Savages and Yonda.
Yonda's having a really good series so far.
Yeah, Yonda's definitely impressing me at the least, and I'm sure everyone watching right now as well. But still, just not being able to pull through as a team and win some of these rounds or maps. Seems like they are just one step behind or one piece away from really having something good in the Savages camp. But on the side of Hydra, I mean, that is what you wanted to see from them in that search. A convincing win. And it looked like whatever they wanted to do on the map, they were able to do and did.
And I'm really interested to see how this invasion's going to go, because the ARs on both sides of these teams are absolutely frying. And we all know Invasion is a very AR heavy map.
I agree with that there, Ray. It's one of the biggest maps in the game, if not the biggest map that we play in the competitive rotation. Definitely excited to see how these guys are shooting on this map. When we come back from this break, don't miss out, folks. We have Savages versus Team Hydra. Team Hydra up 2-0, going into an invasion control. You won't want to miss it. We will be right back on the CPL stream. All right, stream. Here we are back for Savages and Hydra map 3. The side of sorry, the teams are talking to me in game chat, making me blush and stuff. But we are starting up the map now, going into invasion control. As we said before, though, definitely looking probably 4 ARs on this map for each team, but just looking to see these star players for each side pick it up a notch.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see Marsh versus Y on this map. I think it's going to be an absolute banger between those two.
I very much agree with you there, Rays. I'm definitely excited to see how Y is shooting on this map.
But Yonda, I mean, Yonda really has been the star player for the Savages in this series, so
By far.
expect a big map out of him too.
I agree. And it looks like it's going to be a B hit for the side of Savages here. I'm noticing more and more teams are starting to hit B off the rip here on invasion control after all year long it was going A. But nevertheless, Hydra are able to find 2 kills here off the start. But the first tick does go in favor of Savages. Liddy left on the point alone.
Being stuck on an island on that B control zone is a nightmare. There's so many places to get chowed out from.
Yes, it is. Now, I like this play from Primo, able to get out. And Liddy was able to read Virtue in the spawn right there as I tried to switch to him. So they will get onto this point, but Marsh kills Yonda with a grenade, but he does find Dexter. And Primo pushing up will get found out, but Savages are still able to get on the B point and are able to find the kill on the Virtue there. I thought he might have been able to get a kill, but he wasn't. But Y was able to sneak through, and he knows Liddy was weak. Primo does find him, but Dexter's able to clean that up. So
you have to imagine the comms got broken or something. Y was able to walk right up behind Liddy.
And it's not the first time that Hydra have done that this round either.
No, I mean,
oh, but some huge kills from Primo and Liddy right there will let them get onto this B point. If they choose to do so, they should get this capture.
Well, replays Mei Chow, and they do.
That will be the B point. They are only down 5 lives. Make it 4 as Liddy finds a kill there. So this round is still not out of the realm of possibility for Savages, but it's not looking good as Hydra finds some big kills right there.
I absolutely love this spot out of Y here. There's no way this is being read. If anyone comes... Well, it looks like Savages are taking a full wrap through B Street anyway. And Yonda just gets caught out in an island around blue.
Yeah, and Y starting off very hot again in this game.
He plays his life very well, which in control is everything. This should be a defense win out of the side of Hydra here. Yeah.
Yeah, Savages, the lives just got dwindled down. And they just didn't have enough time to really make a play there onto that A side. As they just took way too long to get a capture on that B point.
Yeah, I mean, there was, what, 20 seconds left in the match whenever they capped it? A minute 20 is really not a lot of time when you're trying to focus to A, because A is just so difficult to capture in the first place.
Stream, I messed up. I tried to take a bite of my burger and it went all over my keyboard, but nonetheless, it looks like an A hit from the side of Team Hydra here. Primo finds a big kill on a Dexter. So now only 3 left alive. Oh, Primo!
Wow.
With a big kill into Y, so they will stop that A point before Hydra are able to find a tick. But Virtue is still alive here. In the laundry part of the map for Savages. And he could make this very chaotic. Oh!
That's a huge kill out of
Primo with some insane wins so far this round.
That is as big of a kill as you can ask for.
Dexter will trade him out, but if you're the side of Savages and you see your Spec 1 shooting like that, it's got to bring a little bit of momentum to you.
I mean, Virtue was in a place where he could have completely dismantled the Savages.
But it looks like it's not going to matter much anyways, as all of the kills right now are going the way of Team Hydra.
Yeah,
literally
Savages
on a team streak until Marsh finds that kill right there. But he will get traded out, so the B point will go the way of Hydra now. 2 minutes exactly left on the clock to capture this A point. Let's see if they can find their way on. They're only up 1 life right now, so this really still could go either way.
There is 1:45 on the clock, though, so Hydra does have quite a bit of time to get to this A point. Primo with a good read. Huge 2 kills out of Primo there. And that stops the first initial push on A. Virtue clearing Marsh out of Treehouse there. You get an AR up in Treehouse on defense. It's the god position when you're defending A.
Yeah, and I want to point out Marsh had amazing trigger discipline right there. Not shooting at the CD guy so that he was able to find the kill onto Y. But now Replays has snuck through their laundry and is able to find a huge 2-piece. But they're not able to get on the point because Liddy has anchored down inside of the actual point itself. And that just buys enough time for his team to single out these guys in laundry. They find one, but they're still looking for Replays, and now he has a little bit of help, but he will go down. Dexter now in small room finds a big kill on a Primo after finding Marsh, but Liddy with the trade.
Everything right now.
And Liddy having to stay alive as Team Hydra are going to have one last chance here. An amazing pre-fire there, though, from Liddy, and a 2-piece to finish it off. What a defense from the side of Savages. I really think you need to credit that round to the plays that Primo was making. He had some insane 2-pieces and reads where it buyed so much time and just stalled the pushes for those teams. And as a Spec 1, if you can have that much impact in a round or a map, you're definitely impressing somebody.
And Liddy staying alive on the entire time on A is wildly impressive.
Yeah, and Liddy's sitting at 15 and 8 as we scroll through the players here so you guys can get a look at their KDs as it is broken. But Liddy definitely leading the charge for his team at the moment. And he finds the opening kill in this round too. Replays, trades it, and Big Marsh trades him. Liddy with another one of his own as well on a 7 streak now. So he has the cruise missile. And they are about to get onto the A point. He does go down, and Marsh goes down as well to Y. So the push getting stalled out for now. Primo gets pushed out by Replays. And they are not able to find the trade at the moment. Yonda, though, with a kill of his own before going down. And it looks like they'll be able to get a good start onto this B zone. But now, Team Hydra starting to push through the dark part of the map. They find one kill, but Yonda goes huge with a big 2-piece, and Primo comes in to clean up the last kill, so that's going to guarantee at least this second tick on B here. Definitely a better start to the offense this time around from the side of Savages.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the night and day difference. They have roughly 2 minutes to capture this A point, and they're up in lives. That's a huge kill.
Marsh just had a crazy big 2-piece. So they're up 4 in lives right now. Make it 3. But Y finds a big 2-piece inside of the blue building. While Primo finds Dexter, it looks like Team Hydra are going to try to get set up in mid here now to stall out this push and replays.
Still holding on to a cruise here, which is so huge on this map. You can just about clear out an entire point with a cruise.
Yeah, but you also got to think for the side of Savages, Liddy does have one of his own as well.
That is true.
But you got to look to see when both players decide to use those streaks, as they can definitely be big game changers on this map. But now Savages kind of stalling out for a few on this push. It looks like they are trying to work through middle and B side of the map. But Team Hydra just doing a good job of shutting them down so far. And the trades are going the favor of Hydra, as there's a big team nade from Yonda. And Primo goes down to a nade from replays. So once again, another stall out for the side of Savages. About 30 seconds left, a 12-12 live count. So this is going to come down to the time, I believe. If you're Savages, though, you just need to get one good 4 set of kills and then stack this point. And you can come out with your Liddy.
Oh, I was gonna say, with having all 4 players alive, probably want to invest in your cruise.
But Marsh is going huge in the back of the map for his team, and he's made it chaotic. But Team Hydra and replays in particular, finishing the round on a 3 streak to secure the defense round for his team. A big 2-piece there from replays.
I don't think a single team has gotten a tick on A. I could be wrong.
You may be right. I cannot remember about the first round, but the last 2 definitely.
So Savages, you know, I mean, the lives are
Defense
also
is up for
probably
grabs.
pretty close.
But what we're saying is defense is up for grabs in this round here. So definitely look for Savages to maybe flood, or look for Hydra to maybe be looking a little more aggressive into getting onto a point on this offense.
Yeah, if they can just get on A and just get one tick,
yeah,
I think.
just to get the ticks. Oh, but Primo almost finds a huge kill into Dexter, as Liddy finds a big one onto Y to start the round. So what was a split push from the side of Hydra gets stalled out on A, but Virtue wins his fight on B. So I think at 25 and 15, he is going off so far for his squad. And he does chow off there before they're able to get the first tick. So if Savages get on here, they will deplete that.
This has been dominant out of Savages so far. I mean,
and that's what they need in this defense right here. But Y just finds the good timings that he's used to finding. And Primo a little weak there as well. Y will find a good 4-piece there to get his team onto B. And if you look on the map, number 8, replays, managed to sneak away and get onto the A site, but Liddy does know he's here, and Liddy is hunting him.
If replays just stays down, he won't see him.
And replays wins the fight!
Wow.
So now the closest person, number 4 Yonda, is going to push in. I like this route. He's turning. Yep, and they will find the kill. So no ticks on that A zone, as B does finally get captured from Hydra with little to no resistance. An even live count here, just about, for these teams. And that's 2 kills going the way of Savages. Virtue finds one of his own. Amazing shots there from Yonda and Liddy as they team shoot to take down Y off the map. Virtue finding a kill before getting traded out. And it looks like Team Hydra is still trying to work through the middle map here.
If I'm Hydra, I'm trying to get into rugs and control. Oh, there's 2.
And it looks like they're going to be able to right now.
Liddy's last up. Should be traded.
Liddy buys a little bit of time, but just not enough. And now Virtue is able to set up the spawn kills. He's behind the whole team. Will they read it? He finds 1 kill. And now the trades are going down on point. Liddy finds 1. Liddy finds 2.
Liddy finds 2.
And Virtue pushes in, and he will find the trade onto Liddy. But now Virtue is going to be alone. He would have to make a miracle play to buy enough time for his team right here. And no. Marsh able to find the kill there. So 1 tick on B, though. I do believe that will be enough for Hydra to get the defense round 5 if it goes to that. But if they keep up with this pressure, they could just stall out the lives for Savages.
Yeah, I mean, they're putting all the pressure on the map right now. Their pace is so quick.
Oh, but why won't check his corner? But Marsh also just flies out front time for some reason after the gunfight. So 5 to 7 live count with 20 seconds. If you're Team Hydra, you have 1 chance at this, as it is invasion and map is just too big. So Dexter finds a huge 2-piece. And that's the opening that they were looking for. Yonda's on the point and he finds Y. And Primo finds Dexter in the spawn.
That is such a big find.
Team Savages. Savages just win huge.
Not a big fan of the cruise investment there. Just because I
agree.
don't think the team had enough time to get to the point.
I agree. I don't think they should have used the streak, but I do believe Liddy also used his that round.
All right, so we got a wash. That makes it not so bad.
I will check, but I do believe both streaks came in during that round. And I also... Yes, Hydra will have defense.
Every time Hydra looked like they were about to win the map, Savages just found the kills they needed.
Liddy with no streak. Y with no streak. Neither team with any extracurriculars, just their own loadouts. Round 5 control here. And it's going to be a quick A stack for the side of Savages. And Yonda finds the opening kill for them. Replays equalizes it out. So now a 3v3 basically on this site. And Marsh finds a big kill, but Primo towels out mid a little too far in Virtue. Sitting at 37, 38, and 19. Going absolutely huge for his squad.
I mean, this guy is just going bonkers.
And Yonda almost able to find a kill, but...
Might be the quietest 38 and 20 I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's really just been able to find all these cleanups and these big kills by himself when he needs to. Primo with some good shots there onto him, though. Reloads at the worst time possible, trying to open the door. Liddy will get the trade, but gets taken out by a nade. So now Yonda left alone on the B site. They get 2 ticks there and 1 tick on A. So it will stall out for just a second. Yonda does get found mid-map, but Marsh with a big kill. On to replays. Does get found out there, though. Y finding another big kill on the B site. So Team Hydra doing a good job stalling Savages here. Kind of reminiscent of this first round that we played here. Oh, but Liddy does stun Y there, so they do know Y's lurking around here somewhere. Let's see if they push out and find him. Marsh goes for the kill, but doesn't find it. Primo able to clean it up, though. And Virtue does get found dark. Let's see if Dexter can make anything happen here. He free fires to no avail. Yonda comes flying in and finds the kill, so they will take this B point. 1 minute and 17 seconds to capture A or get 14 kills.
They really, I mean, on this map, you know, depending on where they spawn, they really only have but 2 good shots at getting A here.
Yeah, and Liddy's in a good spot right here. And the enemy team has the info that he's there now, but he's really taking amazing routes here, but just unfortunately fighting too many people at once. Does get found out, and oh my gosh, Virtue with amazing shots right there.
Virtue is 43 and 24.
$11 to 10 life count. Virtue hears his teammate pull out a stun and thinks it's an enemy for a second, and that gets him killed.
No,
but it all works out because the van blows up and gets the trade onto Marsh. And Primo unable to find the kill in Cafe. So now, this right here is the last chance opportunity for Savages in the whole match. Yonda pushes through and is unable to find the kill onto Dexter. So now, it's up to these 2 players left alive. Liddy and Marsh. Now, only left to Marsh. He'll find one, but he's gonna get instantly traded out. And I don't think anyone is close enough. And that's gonna be the series, folks. Hydra are gonna take it 3-2 in the control, 3-0 in the whole series. I think most people were expecting a 3-0. But Savages still showed some life, so it's not all just bad things to write home about.
I mean, their respawn did not look bad by any means.
I agree. I think, especially if they had their starting lineup, it might look different. Even though Primo was making a ton of plays, I think this team just needs to hit a VOD review, really get 100% on point with each other, and then translate that to matches. And they will be a solid team.
Yeah, in that S&D, we saw a lot of situationals just not go the way of Savages, and Hydra took advantage of every mistake that the Savages were making.
Here is your after action report for that map. I mean, Virtue 43-26, followed by Y at 35-25, and then for the side of Savages, you had Marsh with 38-34 and Liddy 37-26. Not much to do from them, but I mean, Primo sitting at 17-36. You could definitely ask for maybe some less deaths and a couple more kills from him. I still think if a couple more of those team fights just go the way of Savages, this entire series could look completely different. I think they definitely need to hit the lab in their S&Ds, but in Respawn, I do really think they're just a couple tweaks away from being able to actually take maps against these teams.
I mean, yeah, this is a very, very good Hydra team with some absolute shooters on it. So if you're Savages, I wouldn't feel too bad.
Yeah, I agree there. But for the side of Hydra, going forward, I think if Virtue can stay on this level of play, and Replays continues to make the plays that he was making on the map along with Dexter, this is going to be one of the favorites from this major. It's going to be one of the top teams in Hydra, undoubtedly.
Oh yeah, they're going to be an absolute force.
Definitely excited to watch this Hydra team next week, as this was their last week 1 match. And I believe there will not be an interview, unfortunately, but nonetheless, me and Rays have enjoyed casting this thoroughly for you all in the stream. Thank you guys for coming out to watch. I thought it was a great series, even though it was a 3-0. Definitely some good Call of Duty to watch. Rays, anything before we go?
Nah, I mean, Hydra came in, handled business like the majority of the CPL voting expected, but I think the Savages did show some life. So, pretty fun series, like you said, even though it was a 3-0, but we got to see some pretty close maps.
Yeah, not much more you can ask for there. And once again, I'm Thefts. With me has been Rays from the side of the big Wasps here in the CPL.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all for coming out and watching us. You won't want to miss the rest of the qualifier matches. This major, there's only more great Call of Duty to come and watch here in the COD Premier League. Thank you guys, and we will see you next time.